Welcome to our yoga practice. And today's theme is the first step. Just adjust the screen here for a bit for me. Okay. Yeah, so welcome to our yoga practice. Like I said, our theme is the first step, taking that first step. So let's come into child's pose to take our first step to our yoga practice. Spread your knees wide. Just sit on your heels, hands towards the top of the mat, forehead to the mat. Take a deep breath in here. Roll your shoulders back into their sockets. Another deep breath. And roll the shoulders into their sockets. Breathing in, maybe you go on the tip of your fingers. Taking the first step to integrate. Knees wide. Bring your hands to the right. Using your fingers to pull to the right. And then sitting even deeper on your left hand side. And bring your hands to the left. Hands to the center. Breathing in, holding forward. And let's come to downward facing dog. Bending one knee and then the other knee. Lift the heels up. Getting some movement. And walk your hands to your feet, one step at a time, taking one step. Feet hip width apart. Grab the elbows maybe and let the head drop. Or maybe you can grab the back of the knees. Reach for the elbows in the back of the knees. Letting everything drop. Being here. Hands to the mat, walk your hands to the top of the mat for downward facing dog, lifting the heels again. Make it a long downward facing dog. Bringing your shoulder blades together, lifting the heels up. And then walking your feet to your hands. Ragdoll, top of the mat, reaching for the elbows. And then let your hands drop and slowly rise up all the way up to mountain pose or samastitihi. Roll your shoulders back, bring your hands to heart center. And we'll do 3 ohms to start the class. So inhale to ohm. Inhale, take your hands to the sky, look up, stretch up. And then bring your hands to heart center as you fold forward. Halfway lift. Lengthen the spine. Bring your chin towards the back of the neck. Lift the 10 toes and press the big toe out to the floor as you press your inner shin, your outer shins towards each other, activating the quads, holding the belly into the spine, folding forward. Hands to the mat, bring your left foot back, drop the knee. Right foot back, drop the knee. This is always an option for plank. And then low plank, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathing in and breathing out. Then walk your feet to your hands. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Extended mountain, hands to the sky as you breathe in. Expanding the chest and upper back. And then fold forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Plank pose. You can modify plank. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathing out. And take your feet to your hands. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Extended mountain, hands to the sky. As you breathe in, expanding your chest and upper back. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe out. Bending one knee and then the other. Bend the knees now. Look forward and step or hop forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold, extended mountain, hands to the sky as you breathe in. Expanding the chest and upper back here. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe out. Lift the heel, bend the knees, look forward and float. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Extended mountain, hands to the sky as you breathe in. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe out. Bend the knees, look forward and float. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Extended mountain as you breathe in. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe out. Bend the knees. Float. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Extended mountain as we awaken the body here. Taking one step forward to awaken the body. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe out. Lifting the heels up. Lifting the toes up. Shoulder blades together. And the heels towards the mat. Breathing in. Breathing out. Ujjayi. Right leg to the sky. Lift the left heel up. Point the toes towards your nose on your right foot. Lift that right foot up. Open the knee to the sky. And then drop the right foot to the left for flip dog. Breathing in. Ujjayi. Side plank to the left. Bring your right hand to the middle of the mat. Left hand to the sky. Foot to the sky. And then drop that left foot to the right for a wild thing. Kind of the reverse of flip dog. Plank pose. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe out. Lift the left leg up. Lift the right heel up. First step is always the hardest step. Like waking up, rolling out of bed, coming to yoga. Open the left knee. Flip your dog. What stands between us and doing something is that first step. And what stands between us and taking the first step are reasons. Our mind. Side plank to the right, so left hand to the middle of the mat. Right hand up, right foot up. And drop that right leg for wild thing. Plank pose. Low plank, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe out with right foot to right hand for a crescent lunge on the right. Bring your hands to the sky. Open the chest. Open the eyes. Taking that one step, that first step. Bending into that right knee. Push the hips forward. Opening in the chest. Breathing in. What is that thing that you've been wanting to do, but you're stuck on that 0 step? What is one small step you could take towards that one step? Not Buddha, but Yoda said, there is no try, there is just do. Just do it. Hands to head center, twist to the right. Look up and back. Bring your hands to the sky for crescent lunge. And maybe you lift the right heel just a bit. And bring the heel down. Lift the right heel just a bit. And down. Up and down. Up and down. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Taking one step up and down. First step, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Opening up to warrior two. So flatten that left foot. Hands parallel to the mat. Drishti set on your right middle finger. Open up the chest. Breathing in, lift the 10 toes. Flip the front palms and bring the palms to the sky. Looking up and back. Bring your hips down. And warrior two. Flip the front palm and bring the hands to the sky. Warrior two. Palms to the sky and flip. And warrior two. On the inhale, palms to the sky, exalt your warrior. On the exhale, warrior two. Inhale, exalt your warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Focusing on the breath here, not the thigh. Focusing on the breath as you breathe in and exhale. 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 Warrior two, hands to the mat, plank pose. Low plank, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Shake that out. Bending one knee and the other. Lift the heels up. Heels to the mat. Lift the heels up. Heels to the mat. Towards the mat, I should say. Lift the heels up. Heels towards the mat. Lift the heels up. Heels towards the mat. Left foot, left hand for crescent lunge. Bringing up the hands to the sky. Open up the hands. Open up the chest. The first step. The first step to health is to move. Yeah, get some movement inside your body. Second step to help is food. Third step to help is mindset. Take the first step. There's always a first step, some small thing we could do. Hands to heart center, twist to the left. And it doesn't need to be difficult. It just needs to be the first step. Open up to crescent lunge again. And then on the inhale, lift the heel and down, and up and down, and up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, lifting the heel and down, lift the heel and down, small movements and down, up and down, up and down, and then warrior two. Flatten the right foot, bring it to 45 degrees and extend your arms to parallel to the mat. Opening up the chest, sitting into that chair, or that hip. So bringing the thigh parallel to the mat if you can. And press it down on both toe mounts. Flip the front palm and bring the palm up. Exalting your warrior. And as you exhale, warrior two. Inhale, exalt. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, exalt. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, exalt your warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, exalt. 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 Exhale, warrior two. Stay in warrior two. Expand your chest and upper back. Breathing in. Breathing out. Release the toes. Breathing in. Breathing out. Exalt your warrior. And warrior two. Exalt your warrior. And warrior two. Hands to the mat for plank. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe out. Long downward facing dog. That first step Bend the knees, look forward and float. Halfway lift, forward fold, and separate your feet hip width apart. Take your peace finger to the big toe and fold. Pulling onto the big toe. Let everything go. Pulling the belly into the spine. And let the toes go. Come all the way up to mountain pose. Bring your feet wider than hip width apart and slightly at 45 degrees. Cactus your arms. And then bend your knees until you've come to your thighs are parallel to the mat. Goddess. And come back up. Hands to the sky. Goddess. And as you stay in goddess here, lift the right heel and then the left. Breathing in, heel, left heel down, right heel down. Right heel up, left heel up. Heel down and down. Heel up and up. Down and down. All the way up to the sky. Breathing in, stretch up. Goddess. Sitting into goddess. Open the chest. Heel up and up. Breathing in. Heel down and down. Extend up to the sky. Look up. Micro back bend. And goddess again. Heel up and up. As an option. Heel down and down. Extend up for extended mountain. Goddess one more time. Heel up and up. Bring your hands to heart center. Bring your heels down and come all the way down to Malasana squat. You may have to adjust your feet. Malasana squat. Straighten out your lower back. Straighten up your upper back. One small step. The first step. Ujjayi. Breathing in. And bring your hands to the mat. Let's meet in plank pose. And then low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe out. Bend your knees, look forward and float. Halfway lift. Forward fold. All the way up to extended mountain. Hands to the sky. Eagle on the right. Right arm on the left. Lift the elbows. Sit in your chair. Right leg over left. The first step. What is the first step to equanimity, to balance? What is it that you have to do? Maybe it's seeing that you're reacting. That's the first step. Maybe it's admitting it. That would be a first step. Samastitihi. Hands to the sky, eagle on the left. Left arm on the right. Sit into the chair. Left leg over right. Maybe it's a first step is seeing and observing that you are in attachment to something, to an outcome, to the future. Maybe you're attached to a thing, or person, maybe you observe it as the first step. Ujjayi, samastitihi. Hands by your side, eagle on the right. Hands to the sky as you bring your right arm under your left. Sit in your chair, right leg over left. What is the first step here? Lifting the elbows, sitting in the chair. Samastitihi, hands by your side. Eagle on the left. Yogi go. Lifting the elbows, gaze straight. Sitting in the chair. Samastitihi. Mountain pose, roll your shoulders back. Dancer on the right. Right elbow, right hip. Palm facing up, and catch the inside of that right foot with your right hand and kick into the hand. The first step into dancer is to maybe come here. Yeah, that's a step. Maybe eventually coming up. Yeah, where is that first step for you? And everybody has a different first step. No judgment on the first step. It's just the first step. Samastitihi. Dancer on the other side, yogi go. People often ask me, how do you write a book? I take the first step. I write. Write every day. Write something every day, one small thing every day. Ujjayi, just write. Samastitihi. And dancer on the right, yogi go. So you open up the chest, taking one first step. Where is it in your life that you can take one step? Somewhere is that you're stuck. Somewhere is that you are afraid. Some place that you don't want to go. Some discussions you don't want to have. Where is that first step for you? Samastitihi. Shake that off. Roll the shoulders back. Dancer on the left. Yogi go. Maybe it's some place you haven't seen, or something you haven't seen, something you haven't done, or something you want to stop. First step. It's like the women who came to see the guru, and she asked the guru, how do I stop drinking? And the guru said, come back in a week. A week later, they arrived, and the guru said to the woman, in the answer to, how do I stop drinking? Stop drinking, he said. Well, why didn't you tell me that a week ago? He said, a week ago, I was drinking. Samastitihi. So he took a first step in order to stop. It's as simple as that. We can make it way more complicated. We make it way more difficult. Airplane. Kick the right leg up. Just take the first step. Guaranteed it won't be perfect. It won't be easy. But you'll take a first step. Samastitihi. Airplane on the left, kick the left leg up. Samastitihi. Hands by your side, roll your shoulders back. Yeah, and we'll do standing leg raise. So bring your hands to your hips. Bring your left knee to your chest. Peace finger to big toe. Straighten out the leg. Bring it to the right, to the left. Mm-hmm. I guess you could bring it to the right too. Breathing in the first step. You know, maybe the first step towards this, it looks like this. Yeah. Maybe it looks like this. Doesn't matter what it looks like, it's just the first step. Bring your left foot forward and release. Shake that off. Standing leg raise on the right. Ball of your right foot. Bring your knee to your chest. Peace finger to big toe. Straighten out right leg. Bring it to the right. Right leg to the front and release. Shake that off. We'll do standing leg raise on the left one more time. So much fun. Yogico. You could like this if you want. Take the first step. Leg forward and release. Shake that off. Hands to your hips. Right knee to your chest. Peace finger to big toe. And Yogico. And then Samastitihi. Tree pose. Hands to your hips. Ball of your right foot. Open the right knee. Bring your foot to the desired position. First step could be here. It could be here, just not on the knee. Or it could be to the crease. And express your tree. Samastitihi. Hands to heart center. Tree pose on the other side. Yogi go. Drishti is forward, one point that doesn't move. That would be the first step, to focus on one thing. Clear your slate, clear your canvas, clear your life until you can do this one thing. Remove the reasons, the obstacles, the escapes to do this one thing. Samastiti here, mountain pose. Come to the top of the mat, take a giant step backward with your right foot. Bring your right foot to 45 degrees and straighten both legs. Bring your legs as wide as you can, a little wider than you want. Extend the arms. And bring your left hand to the left shin, or to the back of the left shin, or to the mat in the back of your left leg. Right arm to the sky. Looking up your right arm. Triangle pose. Open up the chest. Open up the eyes. Drishtis towards your right hand. One small step here. Notice how, as we're staying in the pose, your body is relaxing a bit more. Look at where you were resisting and then breathe into it. Making it easy, not hard. Ujjayi. Come on all up. Yeah. All 10 toes towards the side wall. And then fold. So wide-legged side facing forward fold. We're releasing the lower back. Lifting the 10 toes. Come all the way up. Take your right foot, point your right foot towards the back of the mat, and then go a little longer than you want, a little wider than you want. Extend the arms out. Right hand to right shin, or right hand to the back of the right shin, to a block maybe. Left hand up, look up. The first step. Where is it you can take a first step? Focusing on one thing. Releasing, staying and like clearing a space, clearing the reason. Like sitting in front of the reasons and saying, I'm staying here until the reasons go away. And then doing that one thing. Taking that one's first step. Come on up all the way up. All 10 toes towards the side wall and fold. Hands to your hips and come on up. Bring your feet together. Face the front of the mat. Hands to the sky as you breathe in. And fold forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Plank pose. Staying in plank for a few minutes. Maybe not that long. Or we're going to stay in plank for a bit. This will be our core workout. So pull the belly into the spine. Pull the shoulder blades together. Pull the glutes together. Activate the quads. Push the hips forward just a bit. The first step. What is the first step? You can always do this from your knees, by the way. What is the first step that we need to take? I find it really interesting when I can't do something. What I do is I clear. I make a clearing, remove all the obstacles, the reasons by staying focused, staying uncomfortable in doing nothing until I can do one step towards what I want to do. Ujjayi, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. Shoulder blades together. Pull the belly into the spine as you take a long inhale. Long exhale. Long inhale. Long exhale. Long inhale. Long exhale. Long inhale. Long exhale. Breathe in. Sigh it out. 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 Child's pose. Bring your hips back. Hands forward. Good job, good job, good job. Good job in taking the first step. Good job in doing it, doing something. Doing something doesn't mean you do it at all. You mean you did something. A first step. Lifting the elbows up. Breathing in. And breathing out. Breathing in. And sigh it out. Come to stand on your knees. Good camel. Hands behind you in your imaginary jean pockets in the back. Push your hips forward. Look up and back. And maybe you reach for the heels. Look up and back. And then I go to the edge. That's like the fourth pillar. Go to the edge of I stay uncomfortable until I can do something. And the edge would be the first step for me sometimes. It's doing the things that I don't want to do. Going against the resistance. And trusting that you have what you need. Trusting that you have the information that you need. The body, the answer is already inside of you. There's nothing else to learn. And in the doing, you will learn something. In the doing, the first step, that's when you embody the learning, the wisdom. And release. Come to sit on your heels. Palms facing down to ground. To stay here for that first step. Creating space for that first step. Breathing in. Sighing it out, letting it go. Breathing in. Sighing it out, letting it go. Camel number 2. Come to stand on your knees. Hands in your imaginary jean pocket. Push your hips forward and reach for the heels as you look up and back. What is the first step you could take towards igniting your life? like setting a match or your light on fire. What is that first step you could do to do something that's going to light up your life, that's going to bring you towards the focus? Breathing in, pushing the hips forward. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, and then release. Come to sit on your heels, palms down for grounding. Breathing in, ujjayi. Maybe you can come to embryo pose as an option. Forehead to the mat, knees together, hands by your side, palms facing up. Embryo pose. Slowly come on up. Hands to the mat, downward facing dog. Bring your right knee to your right hand for half pigeon on the right side. You're on the ball of your left foot. Bring your elbows to the mat, 2 blocks. Forehead towards the mat. What is the first step that you can take towards opening? Opening your heart, opening your mind, opening relationship, opening the possibilities. What is that first step? And then release. Downward facing dog. Left knee, left hand. Ball of your right foot. And then fold. Half pigeon on the left side. What is the first step you could take? What does opening your mind mean for you? What does opening your heart mean for you? We tend to do skill set on first step on skill set a lot. Can we take first steps on relationships, on health, on mindset, on heart set, on health set? Can we take our first step towards that? Come to your hands and then sit on your left butt cheek. Bring your right leg forward, bend the left knee so your foot is in your right thigh, hands to the sky, and fold. Releasing everything. What is the first step you can take towards release, letting go of something? letting go of something physical, letting go of something like in your body. Switch legs, straighten out the right leg, bend the right foot into your left thigh and fold. Or is it the first step you could take in the release, letting go of things, letting go of judgments, releasing some forgiveness maybe? What is the first step you can take towards forgiving yourself to get a release? Forgiving yourself for reacting, for being attached, for pretending to be someone. And then slowly let that go. And we'll do fish pose again this morning. So bring your hands underneath your glutes, bring your elbows to the mat, straighten out your legs, point your toes, and then lean your head back. Maybe your head goes all the way down to the mat. Maybe it doesn't. And slowly release. Come all the way to the mat. Bring your knees to your chest and then the knees to the right. Gaze to the left. Supine twist. I want to thank you for joining us this morning on this quest towards the first step, this discovery of what is a first step for you. I'm going to leave you in, I'm going to take you to Shavasana for 26 breaths. Where we'll focus on a sense, one feeling, one senses to bring you here so that you can observe the thoughts and let them go. And then I invite you to write in your journal the first step. Going back and saying, where can I take a first step? Where can I apply the pillars? Staying focused, creating a space, staying uncomfortable until you can take that first step. The edge, watch the flow come. That's the 5 pillars. Knees to your left, gaze to the right. And knees to your chest, squeeze everything, forehead to the knees, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Shavasana, hands by your side. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. With your eyes closed, today we'll focus on sight. We'll focus on the eyes, focusing on the nuance, the light that you see with your eyes closed. Breathing in, breathing out. Focusing on the eyelids. Focusing on the eyeball, the retina. Focusing on opening the eyes, not opening the eyes, but like opening the power of the eyes. Keeping your eyes closed. And seeing without seeing. Ujjayi. Breathing in. Breathing out. Still focusing on your energy on the eyes. Maybe you notice the eyes are getting bigger, more active, more intense as you breathe in and you let go. Maybe you notice that the eyes are getting softer, more kind, more real. Maybe you notice that the eyes are seeing reality. They're soft, not strained, at ease. Breathing in and breathing out. If you find yourself going away in your thoughts, come back to the eyes, the eyelids, the eyeballs, seeing. Ujjayi.